On the Testing Center module, you can schedule tests for candidates by creating so-called testing sessions. Testing sessions are cards that indicate when, where, and who will take a test. Depending on the settings, candidates may receive test instructions via email upon assignment to a testing session or when booking a test. To create a new testing session first, you must create a new test or use an existing one. The test can be published or left as a draft when creating a session, but only when it is published and given a session will the assigned candidate see the test they are meant to take. A session can be created on the Manage Tests page or the Testing Center module. We recommend using the second option, and so that's where we will be focused today. Click the New Testing Session button. By clicking this toggle button, we will create an active testing session. The testing session is active and accessible to candidates during its availability period. Users within an active session will receive an email notification when the test is published. In this field, give the testing session a name, which will be distinct from another testing session for the same test. The maximum number of characters displayed in this field is 100. Select a test by clicking this link. You can select multiple tests or only one. Once you find the test that you need to add to this testing session, you can click the Confirm button. Select the physical or virtual testing location in this drop-down menu where the test will be taken. Set the availability period. This field represents the start time of the session, and this is the end time of the session. Choose a time zone in this drop-down menu. The time zone attribute is used for setting the assignment availability. To assign a candidate to this session, there are several ways to do so. Firstly, let's assign them manually. Click the Add Candidates button. You can assign a candidate to multiple sessions. Check the box next to the candidates you want to include in this session and confirm your choice. You can allow candidates to start the test without a prior assignment. Optionally, you can restrict access to specific candidate groups or training participants. Implement seat booking restrictions as needed, such as the booking price. Write the cost of the session and choose a currency to have it done. Otherwise, it will be free of charge. You can do the same for the retake price. Other restrictions include setting a booking deadline, by which time the candidate must book the session, and the cancellation deadline, until which the session must be cancelled. Set the seating capacity by making it unlimited or limited. Enter a desired number here. Check the required authorization option if it is necessary to create student authorizations in the Authorization tab. This is optional, and when enabled, it restricts access to the test for the users without the required authorization. In this drop-down menu, choose the proctoring option you want for your test. At the moment, it is set to no proctoring. This means the test will not be monitored. AI Professional Proctoring allows the use of AI technology during the test to determine cheating if there is any. You can choose the configuration for it here, which defines the set of features and proctoring type that applies to the session. AI settings. Live settings with a human proctor accompanied by AI. 360-degree view camera settings require candidates to use a second camera during the test to show their surrounding area. Default proctoring settings with predefined metrics and add-ons defined by a template. And Proctorio settings using their standard exam settings set in the integration. Alternatively, we can also use proctoring through conference tools such as WebEx or another meeting location. You can enter the link here to confirm. While undergoing the testing procedure, the web browser will operate in full screen mode. Functions such as cutting, copying, pasting utilizing the print screen key, and right-clicking on the mouse will be deactivated. The options you can choose from are no browser lockdown, built-in protection by YouTestMe, and Safe Exam Brower. You can use the default SEB configuration or upload your configuration file. Enable session locking, requiring candidates to enter a password when starting a test. You can add instructions in this field, which are separate instructions from the test as a whole. These instructions, along with the test instructions, can be added to the email notification sent to candidates. Enter the text here and format the text as you see fit. If you would prefer it, you can also use a template. A template is a predefined instruction message that can be multiple and in different languages. Use an external ID, an optional ID that is used for integrations with external systems. And same goes for the external name, which is used for integration with external systems. Review all the changes you've made and then save your testing session. Now that you've created your very own testing session, it will appear among the rest in the Testing Center module. You can filter out the names to find the one you are looking for, among other things. The card will show the name of the session, allow you to enable whether the session is active or not, show you the availability period, and indicate whether or not a session can be taken. At the moment, it says that this test is available for taking. Below you can see additional information, such as if the session offers self-enrollment or if it manually added candidates. How many candidates are assigned currently, and a link which you can copy to give to your candidates. You can get a direct access link or a guest link. The direct access link automatically generates a link that redirects candidates to this testing session in the test after registration or logging in, while the guest link, on the other hand, automatically creates an account for the candidate taking the test. This is a temporary account that will be deleted after the test is concluded. This could be useful for candidates to try the application before taking the official test. You can view the booking information, the price, and the slots left available, and the security and proctoring settings lastly. We can see that this session is using the AI settings in the proctoring configuration and that there is no password, meaning this session is not locked. If you click the name of this session, you will be redirected to the test or surveys management settings. Click on the 3 dots for additional information. You should see 5 options here: the settings, candidates, administration, sharing, and pricing configuration. In the settings, you can view the testing session and explore more of its settings closely. You can edit an existing testing session. You can lock the session if there is no password assigned to it. You can delete the testing session. You can only delete if there are no candidates assigned, however. In the Candidates drop-down, you can assign a new candidate, remove a candidate, manage the current candidates in the session, view the proctoring dashboard, otherwise known as the supervision mode, monitor the candidate's progress, pause the session or review and grade their works. View the list of accommodations and assign new accommodations to other candidates. And view a list of special requests or make new ones. As an administrator or manager, you should also see this tab attached to the sessions. You can manage tests. Manage the proctors attached to your test, and that includes assigning them and removing them as well. And you can do the same for the session managers of the test as well. You can get a direct access link or a guest link. The direct access link automatically generates a link that redirects candidates to this testing session in the test after registration or logging in, while the guest link, on the other hand, automatically creates an account for the candidate taking the test. This is a temporary account that will be deleted after the test is concluded. This could be useful for candidates to try the application before taking the official test. Lastly, you can export this test as a paper-based assignment package. Lastly, you can configure the price, remove it, or set the retake price in these options. With this, you've successfully completed creating and managing your testing session. Good luck, and see you for your next exam!